What if the strength to conquer the impossible was within you all along? Discover how one girl proved it to an entire village. In a small, serene village nestled at the base of a towering mountain, lived a young girl named Lila. Lila was known for her quiet demeanor and an unassuming presence, but inside, she carried a dream: to climb the mountain that loomed above them all. The villagers often dismissed her ambition. "That's no place for someone like you," they would say. "Only the strongest and bravest have ever reached the top." Though their words stung, Lila couldn't ignore the pull she felt toward the mountain. One morning, as the first rays of sunlight kissed its peak, she decided it was time. She packed a small satchel with essentials, tied her boots, and set off toward the daunting climb. The beginning of the ascent was gentle, with soft, grassy slopes and a path outlined by wildflowers. But soon, the trail grew steeper and rockier. Lila's muscles ached, and doubts began to creep in. "You're not strong enough," a voice in her mind whispered. She paused, sitting on a jagged rock, feeling the weight of the journey ahead. Then she noticed a small bird perched on a branch, its feathers ruffled from the wind. Despite the harsh gusts, it spread its wings and soared effortlessly. Watching the bird, Lila whispered to herself, "If the bird can trust its wings, I can trust my strength." She stood, brushing off the dust, and continued climbing. Further up, the trail vanished into a field of loose stones. One wrong step could send her tumbling down. Fear gripped her, but Lila closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and reminded herself of the times she had walked carefully over unstable ground in the village. Placing each foot deliberately, she moved forward. Her heart pounded, but with each step, her confidence grew. When she reached solid ground again, she looked back and smiled. The stones hadn't defeated her. As the day wore on and the air grew thinner, Lila reached the final stretch, a near-vertical climb. Her hands trembled as she gripped the rocks, but she pressed on, her breath steady, her determination unwavering. At last, she pulled herself over the edge and onto the summit. The view stole her breath away. The entire valley stretched out below her, bathed in golden light. The village, once so large in her eyes, now seemed small and distant. For the first time, Lila felt the strength within her. The mountain hadn't defeated her, she had conquered it, not with brute force but with trust in herself and her worth. When Lila returned to the village, the people were astonished. "How did you do it?" they asked, their voices filled with disbelief. "I believed I could," Lila said simply. "The mountain didn't test my strength, it showed me the strength I already had." From that day, Lila's journey became a symbol for the village. Her story inspired others to pursue their dreams, no matter how impossible they seemed, reminding them that the greatest power comes from within. And so, the whisper of the mountain echoed in every heart: "Believe in yourself, for you are stronger than you know."